lives in a $5.5 million mansion in Fort Worth, Texas.
You drive a wonderful car and you have a plane. How do you explain that?
Joel Osteen lives in a $10.5 million mansion in Houston, Texas.
So do you make any apologies for your grand piano?
I really don't, Oprah. We just feel like this is God's blessing.
Creflo Dollar lives in a $3.4 million mansion.
If I want to believe God for a $65 million plane, you cannot stop me.
Jesse Duplantis lives in a 35,000 square foot mansion.
Jesse Duplantis, for example, lives in a 35,000 square foot parsonage.
Kenneth Copeland lives in a $7 million mansion.
Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
But don't worry, these prosperity preachers need their private jets.
This dope-filled world, right? Get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled The Truth versus Prosperity. The truth versus prosperity. Okay. So what you just saw is a whole bunch of basically people who were set up, all right, by the Lord, all right, to lead, people off. Bottom line. Okay. They're not preaching the truth. Let's take a look at the truth. This is Luke 1:68. It said, "Blessed be Yahweh power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore or swear to Father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life." Now that's the gospel. That's the good news. You see, Christianity doesn't want to put a spotlight, all right, on the fact of the true people of the Lord, which are the Israelites. All right, Christianity doesn't want you to know that the true people of the Lord have enemies. So instead, the focus in Christianity is on everything else but the so-called people of the book. All right. Now, in this last clip you just saw in this short, you have all these so-called preachers, all right, but they're not men of the Lord. They're businessmen, all right, and the way they live proves it. Let's look at 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy, the 6th chapter. It says, "If any man teach otherwise and consent not to wholesome words, even the words of our Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself." See, if a man suppose that gain is godliness, or, wealth, and health and all of that, when he start talking like that, right, that's not the truth. It says, if a man supposing gain is godliness, From such withdraw thyself. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing like into this world, and it's certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be wherewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So what you have is you have Esau Edom, okay, who basically is teaching Jake, all right, with his 501c3 and his so-called Christianity. He's teaching Jake, all right, so-called TD Jakes, to do what he does, okay, and pray, on the poor, all right. It says, this is Psalms 50, 16 and 17. But unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. So Esau Edom ain't got nothing to do with this truth. Ain't got nothing to do with these words. But he'll use it to profit. All right. So just like he didn't taught big head TD Jakes, all right, how to get over on the people. That's really what you have. All right. That's really what you have. So let's go to see Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 5 and 26. This is an example of TD Jakes. All right. So you see these Edomites with all these houses and riches and cars, and you got wicked Jake following right behind them. This is Jeremiah 5 and 26. It says, for among my people are found wicked men. Okay. You had TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat. They shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things, said Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Okay? So it says, my people love to have it so. All right? They love to have somebody smack them in the face and knock them upside the head for their bread. That's what they like. They like that. All right? Now, let's see. So Isaiah 26. Nope, 29. Now, this is why you have so many so-called Israelites up under these goofy-ass ministries. Isaiah 29 and 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned. Wherefore, the Lord said, forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall fail, Salakia shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Okay? Woe unto them that seek to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So in Romans the 9th chapter, talks about vessels, all right, that were prepared for honor and vessels that are prepared for destruction. So Esau, Edom is the vessel that's created and prepared for destruction, all right? And Israel, the Israelites, were the vessels, all right, that the Lord is going to honor, all right? So while Esau, Edom takes the Lord's statutes and commandments in his mouth, all right, only for the purpose of gain. See, they're not even teaching the script. They're teaching prosperity. Okay? So when you go back up here, let me see. It says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that's sealed. The book is sealed. They don't know the secrets of the Lord. They don't know what's going on. So what are they doing? They just up there, they take one or two verses and then they give you some garbage. Okay, they start speaking extemporaneously, just off the top of the head, and they start creating their own doctrine. Okay, and that's why it says, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. All right, so they don't have any truth, and they're not preaching the gospel as we saw in Luke. When you go in Luke, this gospel is about the house of David, the seed of David. That's why when you go to Revelation 22 and 16, look at what Yahushua is saying. I, Yahushua, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. Okay, that's why you don't have the truth coming out in Christianity, because Christianity and the Bible don't have nothing to do with each other. Okay, so this has been, all right, Christianity versus the truth, or truth versus prosperity. Salaki, truth versus prosperity. I pray that this message has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.